Welcome everyone. Let's get the ball rolling here. So we're just gonna start right away and just start running bosses. I got nothing that I need to do on my own today. So we are really ready and we're gonna start because I did not get around to getting a whole, not like I already had a lot of mats, but I didn't go and get more. So since yesterday, so we're going to run a lot of Lord Zir today. We're going to run some Varshan today. And then we might end the stream going back over to Durrell, or we could even do some Andariel. Let's see what happens with the group first, because Andariel can be tricky depending on the group. So let's get things rolling. So I am going to go ahead and get my butt going here. And we're going to start off, like I said, with Lord Zir, I think is the best place. So let's go to Lord Zir. That's the burrow. Why am I not seeing it now? What is wrong with my eyes? Feature. What the fudge? There it is. Like, why can't I see it? It's getting blocked by that icon on the map. Okay, let's roll. Let's get it rolling. If you want to join me, now's the time. All you gotta do is do a request to join group. I think I have all the friend requests done. Yep, I do. So you just do a request to join group and you're good. Made Biker Pound 1605. That's me. You do a friend request, I accept it. And when I say, hey, we got room, you do a request to join group and we bring you in the group. Right now we have 3 spots open. All right, let's go. 3 spots available for you guys if you want to come in. Oh, what's this? All right. So like I said, we're going to start off here. Then we're probably going to go do some Varshan. And then we'll probably end the stream doing a little bit. Lysandra, good to see you. And we still got more room, guys. We got spot for 2 more people. What's up, Pokino? Good to see you. Pokino. All right, let's get the ball rolling here. Clayface, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. All right. And let those blow up. So you guys know I don't play my Spiritborn really at all unless it's to carry you guys. So I don't, it's good to see you too, Pokin. It's not something that I play a lot of. This used to be the hot spot for ruins. For mythics. It was so hot in season 5. They kind of cooled it down now. Now it's more Durrell and Andariel, which we are going to go visit as well. But today, let's get this guy farmed out. He's a very fast boss, so. And he's given us more mats for Andariel, which I already got a lot, so works out pretty good actually. And I know that me and Lysandra can go do Andariel easily. I'm just not sure. Once the group gets full, we'll have to see what it's made up of and if we're gonna be able to do Andariel. Andariel's just tough because I cannot disrupt his first mechanic. And if you're just not quite level geared up enough, he'll kill you. And I don't want people dying. So let's see if Zier's gonna drop anything for us today. He hasn't been hot season 6. I mean, he does drop, but he was really hot in season 5. But a lot of farming for mythics, people kind of run out of patience, and really it's all about patience. It's really about just sticking it out. As long as you got the mats. They're in full. Again, we do have 2 spots open, everyone. 2 spots are open. And I'm telling you, yesterday we had, I think it was about a little over 20 mythics in about 2 hours, a little over 2 hours, actually. It wasn't bad at all. So I saw a double here somewhere. Okay. So today is actually it's going on at 11 o'clock, and I was gonna watch it and stream it, but then I decided, you know what? I think people would rather do this than watch the campfire side chat, because you can read what it's gonna be, or go back and watch it even, you know, at this afternoon, because it's all on YouTube. You know, it's not like you're gonna miss some important news. So I decided, let's just go ahead and play. We'll let the campfire chat go. Still no mythics. That's all right. Like I said, yesterday we had a little over 20. In just a little over 20, just a little over 2 hours. All right, full. I don't know how many of you guys follow my YouTube channel, but I posted a new video actually yesterday, and it's in regards to other streamers out there that are kind of misleading you quite a bit. Actually, they're misleading you a lot in regards to Diablo 4, and there's 12 of them, and they all accepted, I call them kind of bribes from Blizzard, and I called them out in the video. And they're not happy with me, and I don't care. Instead of Blizzard doing that kind of stupid shit, what they need to be doing is spending money on developers that can actually fix bugs, because I get irked when I see, like, certain streamer who said, and a very well-known, pretty up there streamer, say that the Spiritborn is the most polished, this is what he said, most polished class ever created by Blizzard. Another person said, this is now, season 6 made this the game of the year. Another person said, I'm just like, what the fudge are you guys talking about, man? And then when you dig into it, you find out that these same streamers accepted a trip from Blizzard, signed an NDA, were featured by Blizzard. So yeah, it started to make sense when I started trying to figure out a while back that why are these streamers saying the exact opposite of me. and then it made sense. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. You guys, you 12 took the deal, and I called them all out on it. So yeah, they're not happy with me, and I don't care. And I'll be honest with you, sadly, probably half of them in a group, maybe about a quarter of them in the group, I followed. I used to follow. And then when I found out what went down, I kind of was like, okay, I kind of lost all respect for you guys now. Oh my gosh, I'm full again. Just filling up fast. We're dropping him quick, that's why. Bags are filling up quick.
Velvet.
Well, that's probably why it's filling up quick too, is because I'm never really actually emptying it. I keep coming back and picking up more. Again, we have 2 open spots if you want to get in. Alex, what's up? So if you want to get in, now is the time. Because the group doesn't change too often lately now that the drop rate has gotten not as good. I mean, it's still good, but it's not as good. Alex, I got your address too, by the way. The wife is actually gonna drop it at UPS, I think either today or tomorrow. I can't remember what day she told me. She took it with her. It's all packaged up and ready to go. It just needs to be dropped. Once I get it, I'll shoot you the tracking number so you can track it. And because I know you said that you're using it on a console, I also threw in the chat link cable in it, so that way you can actually you can stream to your laptop, you know, however you're going to do it, and you can also chat. So the chat will go both ways. You know what I'm saying? It'll go, your people that are watching you will hear it, and the people that are playing in the game will hear it. It's actually really cool. I used to use it, so you'll love it. No, you don't need to thank me, bro. I'm just glad to help, man. That's all. I'm just glad. I was right there where you're at once before, my friend. So if I can help, I can help. And besides that, like I said, it was just gonna sit here. It wasn't gonna do. Nobody was using it. Man, I'm full again. Well, Zir has not really been panning out very well, has he? I mean, but that's the way it's been since season 6. So we're just gonna stay patient, stay here, because I got so many mats of him that we just will burn them, and then we'll go somewhere else. And we do have 2 spots. So if you want to get in, come on in. You just send a friend request to Made Biker Pound 1605. And then you do a request to join group. Yesterday was very successful. Everybody, and we even changed people, and everybody got mythics, multiple mythics. It wasn't just getting one. People got multiples. That's what it's all about. boy, do I miss it though when Zero was the hot spot in season 5. Man, he was dropping them like crazy. We're gonna get him to drop them, you'll see. Just gotta be patient. Let's see, how many runs do I got? Oh, look, we got a lot, man. So we got at least 20 runs here. And they'll go quick because he's such a fast drop. So they'll go super fast. All right. Ah, full again. I am here in Florida. Florida. I am in Florida. Yes, sirree. Been down here for about 15 years, just about. Came here from Chicago. Came to Chicago from Iowa.
The force is hot.
Hey, there we go. We got a mythic finally. I mean, it's not a great mythic, but it's a mythic. That's all I care about. It's a spark. So that's awesome. It took us what? It took us 19 minutes. Took us 19 minutes for the first mythic. And Zir is not even hot, so I'm just here because I got a ton of Zir mats. So that's not bad. 19 minutes, one mythic. That's perfect. I like it. Let's make it happen more. Still got 2 spots, people. 2 spots. Yeah, you can see way better on Twitch, right, Chumba? Well, YouTube too. I mean, you can see, you know. Yeah. I feel bad sometimes for the TikTok guys because they can't see, like, you know, they're vertical, so they can only see this area of the screen, you know. They're not able to see what's going on the left, on the right. That's why I call it out when we have a spot open in the group, because they can't see the group. They can't even see, you know, how many people are in. Me personally, I usually watch on YouTube, but that's only because the way YouTube does their ads, I think, are a little bit less sometimes. But yeah, most of the time I'm watching on YouTube when I watch streamers. Now, yesterday, dude, I don't know. I tried to do a raid yesterday on your channel. I don't know if it even worked because it comes up with this big warning thing when I try to go to your channel, saying that it's got, you know, mature, and that it's got this violent, I don't know, a bunch of stupid shit. It gives me this warning, and I didn't even see it because I was so fast on getting out of here yesterday that when I came up back to the computer this morning, I saw that it said still had it on the screen about rating your, and I was like, did the people, I don't even know if they got transferred. I've never seen it do that before. Yours was the first one that I've seen that happen. I don't know if that's a new change that they've done on Twitch side, because it has never happened. Oh, okay, it went through. All right, perfect. I wasn't sure. I know that a lot of people, like when they see they're getting raid, you know, they're being transferred on a raid, they usually, boom, they're gone. I've noticed that a lot when I've had people raid me before and they've said, oh, I sent 600 people to you and only 80 of them weren't there. And I'm like, what happens a lot? People drop. I mean, they don't want to be. They came to watch you. They're not, you know what I mean? So I was curious. I didn't know how it went. That's good. Yeah, a lot of people leave, and I don't blame them. I mean, they're there to watch the person that they came to watch. They don't want to be shuffled around, and I'm actually really surprised that that's even a feature, because me as a viewer, I wouldn't like it. You know, I usually don't watch on Twitch, to be honest. So I heard a rumor that it's not a rumor. It's actually on YouTube. If you go and watch Asmongold's YouTube channel, he has a few posts about Twitch possibly getting sold by Amazon, but we'll see if he's right. I have not heard that except from Asmongold saying. Now I know Twitch is in some financial dire straits. They have been for years, and that's just the way their business model is. Which, you know, and Amazon knew that when they bought them, so I have a hard time believing that, but we'll see. Yeah, Campfire is supposed to be on right now. I was gonna watch it, but then I'm like, I'd rather play. I'll look at it later, because it's recorded, so it's like, but yeah, we were gonna stream it today and I decided against it. It's gonna be interesting to see. If you're watching it, you can give us what's cool. Anything that's good. Cool. I'm interested to see what they're going to change here on this mid-season patch. Hopefully it's a lot. Crashed yesterday. I'm crashing every day now. At least it's down to once a day. It used to be multiple times a day. But that's why I get angry when I see Blizzard forking out dough, bribing streamers basically, and not fixing their freaking game. What's up, the real DeGraw? Good to see you. You know, it's like, fix your game. Don't be doing bribing streamers. It's like, if your game is that bad that you got to pay streamers, you know, give streamers incentives to say good things about you and make them sign NDAs, well, then you probably should invest the money into developers instead of doing that. But hey, that's just my crazy thought. The game has still definitely got a few issues. I mean, now we're down to crashing once a day. You guys saw it yesterday on the stream. That was our once a day crash, was yesterday. It's like, I don't know, man. We'll see. I'll bet you that the campfire chat that's going on right now, it just started. I'll bet you money that they don't talk about the crashing. Let's see. I mean, I'm gonna go back and watch it later today. some things just don't age well. If you go to the Diablo YouTube site, the Real DeGraw, thank you for the follow, appreciate that. If you go to their site, there's some really bad comments on there by the streamers that they kind of paid off, and they're not, it's not going down in history very well. All right, so we're all done here. Let's go ahead and pack up. We're gonna head to Varshan. All right, let's go to Varshan. I put a shout out to the clan yesterday about what they needed, if there was certain things that they needed help with and blah blah blah, but and I told them, give me a whisper, whatever you can do, and nobody said, it was silent. So I'm like, okay, does that mean nobody needs anything, or does it mean you didn't read it, or does it mean you don't know how to do a whisper? I don't know. Okay, so now we'll come in here. We got one mythic that dropped there from Lord Zir, which is really crappy drop because Lord Zir used to be the hot spot, but now it is no longer. But one is better than none. Yesterday we had over 20 in 2 hours, so let's see what we can do today. Oh, hey, okay, got you, Real DeGraw. Got you. But we got 2 spots open if people want to come in and join, and it's real simple. All you do is you send a friend request to me, Made Biker Pound 1605. You send a friend request, I accept it. Then you just do a request to join party when there's an opening like we have now, and you come in and you get mythics with us. So now we've moved on to boss number 2. Yesterday, obviously, Darrell was the spot. Let's see what we can get today. I mean, we had some drops at Grigori too, but Darrell definitely ended the stream with the most. And that's what we do. We come in here, we help you guys get mythics. Boss farming. Yesterday we got 20 mythics in like 2 hours. We did Grigori, and that's kind of bad actually. I mean, that's not as good as what we normally get, but we did Grigori run, and I think we did the Beast in the Ice, and we did Darrell, and we had about 20 mythics in about 2 hours. Everybody in the group had multiple mythics. It was awesome. People left the group and new people joined, and they got multiple mythics. So it was a pretty successful run, and that's what we usually have every day. I mean, we usually have quite a few mythics drop. Some days, some bosses drop more than others. It just kind of depends on who's hot, who's not. Like yesterday, Ron Almighty, I think he had the hot hand yesterday with our group. I think he pulled in 5 or 6 mythics. He did great. He had a lot. Now, I'm not saying they were all good mythics, but any mythic is a spark, so. All right, full. Oh, wait, I hate the way this thing takes me all the way. Yeah, Darrell has been, oh, that sounds terrible, Richard. You need to join my group. I've heard all people say that all the time, and then they join my group and they go, oh, you're my lucky charm. I got 5 of them today. Like, there you go. And I don't know why, because I am not a lucky guy ever, but in this game, man, I'm telling you, I got 5 characters, all mythic geared. I got 16 or 20 mythics in my storage, my bags. I mean, we just have had great luck with mythics. Oh, I ran in here instead of porting. Sorry, Lysandra. People's lucky charm. That's what they tell me too. I'm people's lucky charm too, and I'm like, that's good. I'm glad. I had people tell me, oh, I ran Darrell 300 times. I didn't get a single thing. I ran it with you. I got 4. I'm like, there you go. We're going to get some here out of Varshan. You'll see. We just have to be patient. He's going to drop. I think I've heard people. You can get mythics at Torment 2. You can get mythics at Torment 2 as well. I've gotten one at Torment 2. I've gotten maybe 3 or 4 at Torment 3. And then all the rest of mine have come from Torment 4. But yeah, even Torment 2, I think even Torment 1 will, but I've never gotten a drop at Torment 1. But I think even 1 will drop. I mean, heck, people are saying they're getting mythics out of the Obel dealer. And not just once, but a lot. I'm hearing it a lot, and more and more and more people telling me, yeah, I got 2 from the Obel dealer. I'm like, what? I've never heard of such a thing. Well, yeah, I'm hearing it a lot from a lot of people. Yeah, the higher you go, the better your chances are going to go. Just because of the fact of more drops, really, that's really the reason. Because each torment level up you go, more drops are happening. You're getting more drops. I'm just going to fast travel this way. There you go. Someone shared his affiliate link. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, man. That place is awesome, bro. That place for mats it blew me away. I mean, you're talking 1,000 exquisite blood for $1. $1. I'm like, damn. Bouncing fireball build, there you go. Yeah, I've got a fireball sorcerer. I love it. I love it. He is, I'm telling you, he's underrated. He's really underrated. I really believe he should be up a little bit higher in the tier listing, but yeah, he's good. My Mighty Throw Barbarian, he's got a few bugs because the Mighty Throw is kind of buggy, but he's fun. What else do I have? My Druid, my Companion Druid is fun. My Spirit Wave Necro is not fun. I hate that. I hate that freaking... I just don't like the Necro ever. I always do one, but every time I do it, I'm like, ugh, I hate playing it. I did not do a rogue this season yet, but I'm gonna do a Dancing Knives rogue, I think. I'm kind of waiting to see if they're gonna get the crashes fixed, honestly, because to be honest with you, I've been playing this game since the day it was released, and normally if you crash the way this game has been crashing in season 6, I uninstall. I'm like, you're gone. I don't ever reinstall. So I'm trying to give Blizzard the opportunity, every opportunity I can, to fix their bullshit, but we'll see. I wanted to shock him with your mats list. Yeah. What skills are on my board? Let's see here. Okay. Well, I'm using, if you're talking to me, I'm using Scourge, Vortex, Armored Hide, the Hunter, Ravager, and Quill Volley. And basically, this is really just the build off of Max Roll with a bunch of tweaks by me. And I am gonna post my builds. I will do it. I just didn't do it yesterday. I got busy at home. But yeah, I'm gonna get my builds all posted somewhere for you. I've heard you. I'm gonna do it. I promise. Yeah, I think that there's a few variations of that. I don't use the lightning spear, but I did play with that build from changing it out with the lightning spear. I did do that for a while, and it didn't pay off the way I thought it was going to. So I use familiar, whatever that hell that's called, instead of the lightning spear. for my fireball. Yeah, it does. It blows through everything. Quill volley is just... And there's other variations of this build. You can do overpower. You can do... you can take advantage of the brokenness of it. There's another build like that that shows you if you want to like take advantage of some of the glitches in this class. There's like 5-6 variations of this build right now, variants on the Maxroll site. I'm just doing the plain old Mythic build with tweaks of my own. Yeah, make sure that's all you want to do when you get your mats from them. You just got to make sure you got room in your stash bag, because they're gonna give you a buttload. Always disconnects you on the first time. Yeah, you got to be careful, because when you buy, like he's saying, when you buy when you get the eggs and the shards, they're double. So you're getting 100 of each one each time. Some people don't realize that. Then they go to get them, and next thing you know, their bags are full. They can't get them. It kind of sucks. I did do a leap quick build. I forget what season. I want to say it was season 4, but it might have been may have been 2. But yeah, I did do a... I've done just about every barbarian build you can get too, because I really, really like my barbarian. It's my favorite class. But I try to play every class, every season. Just because the seasons are so long. And normally I play every class, and then I leave and I go play the season of PoE, and then I come back. But I've already played the season of PoE, King's March, this season, and they're not doing a new season because PoE 2 is coming out, but they pushed it to December. And I personally believe it's going to get pushed again. Conan, out of retirement. Okay, so we're not seeing Varsan is not dropping squat, is he? And we got, oh my gosh, we got so many runs here. We probably won't do all these runs here, and we'll leave and go do some Andario or Durrell, especially since it's just you and me. Lysandra, I know that me and you can handle Andario. So we're just gonna do a few more here, and then I'll grab the mats. Yeah, the Mighty Throw build is kind of buggy, Ryan. I love my barbarian, don't get me wrong, but that build is so hard, kind of not hard to play. I shouldn't say hard, but it just doesn't seem like it always reacts correctly. And especially, like I've said before, when you play that build and you play it up against a wall, if you're fighting against a wall, your Mighty Throw starts bugging out, and it's pretty easy to see it happen. Drives me crazy. Yeah, it's always going to be, always going to be a 50 stack in game. They're just going to sell them to you like let's say you buy 500, you're going to get stacks of 50. So make sure when you place your order, you want to look at your bag space and go, okay, I can hold this many, and they'll stand there and wait for you to shuffle them into your stash box, right? So like they're gonna throw them all on the floor, or sometimes they'll do a trade, but most of the time, if it's a big order, they'll throw them on the floor, and they'll give you time to transfer them over to your stash box, and then they'll throw some more, or they'll just wait, and they always wait until you pick everything up, because they want to make sure you got it. I am not using overpower, no. I'm just using the plain vanilla quill volley with some tweaks of my own, but I do not use, the only thing I use from the overpower The only thing I use from the overpower is this. That's it. I don't. Yeah, I don't really need the overpower. I mean, I would, I guess, if I was gonna go pit pushing hard, but I don't like the pit, so I run it as least as I have to. The least amount of times I have to run the pit, the better for me. So here's what we're gonna do. All right, so that's perfect because I don't need this stupid ring anyway. So here's what we're gonna do, Lissandro. I'm gonna go back. We're gonna go and run Andario. I am gonna go and get the mats right there. And we're going to go do Andario because his drop rate's way better. For more resolve stacks, yeah, the Quill Volley is a fun build. And if you do get your resolve stacks, if you start changing that, and I have done a little bit of that. I did do a little bit of tempering for resolve stacks myself, so I won't deny I did do that. So yeah, that's part of the overpower build too, actually. Oh gosh, okay. All full here, huh? Let's do this. Let's dump all this in here. Everything else. Oh, I forgot to grab the mats too. I don't know why they didn't put the stash box right next to this guy. All right, let's do that. Now let's run all the way back here. They're so nice to look at. Okay, so let's... Okay, and now I need the mats. And we're full here. All right, that should be enough. Let's go. Again, we do have 2 spots, but now that we're going to Durrell, please, please, please make sure your armor is up high enough that you can withstand his mechanics, because I can't keep you alive. Yeah, I haven't really ran a whole lot of pit, honestly, with none of my characters. Just enough to get shit leveled up, but that's all. I don't even have my parent, like my glyphs. I think my highest glyph is maybe 82. And I do just fine without it, so I don't care. All right, here we go. This little booger here is first phase here we can't do a whole lot about. I almost ran right into his stupid jump. Oops, that was me. Oh, yeah, see, he's hard to sometimes when you get into that middle because he throws that stuff, and I accidentally run into it all the time, Sandra. I do it myself all the time. Because you do that, if you do this, what is it? Ravager and a couple other things where you pull yourself into him, you can't really stay out of it. Ah, see, I just did it too. We both have done it once now. That's why I don't like this guy too much. You can't interrupt that first mechanic, and depending on what class you're using, you can pull yourself right into him, which is what we've both done now. I almost did it again right there. When you pull yourself in the middle right here, it's bad. And you can see, like, my armor's not even... I'm not armored at all. I usually don't need it. I could drink a elixir, I guess. Trying not to use that so I don't pull into him. Okay, now I'm full. Parks and Rec. That was a good show, man. There's a lot of good people in it too. Yeah, they'll be nerfing the Spiritborn today. I thank God. Please nerf the shit out of this thing. That's why I don't play this class hardly ever. I mean, except for these runs. I never play it because this is just, they've made this class not fun. Hence the reason why I did that YouTube video yesterday where there's a total of 12 streamers that tell you that this is the most polished class Blizzard has ever done. It is the game of the year. That, oh my, what? It's the best ever. And I'm like, that didn't age well. And they're still standing by it though. I called them all out. I'm like tired of listening to their bullshit. I'm actually, because I'm tired of users coming to me and saying, yeah, but so-and-so said it's so good. And I'm like, yeah, it was money talking. They all got paid. 12 streamers, 12. I named them all. I put them all right in the comments. I named every single one of them, and they're mad. They're not happy that I did it, and I don't care. I don't care. It's like, you know, if you're that desperate that you'll sell your integrity for money because you need cash, that's pretty sad, man. I mean, it's pretty simple to just say no. They signed NDAs, they went on a trip, they got promoted on the YouTube page and on Battle.net. Oh yeah, there's 12 of them. I followed some of them. And then when the news broke and when I found out what was going on and why they were saying what they were saying, and it was the opposite of what I was seeing and saying, I figured it out. I was like, you bastards, I'm naming you all. What's up, Ron Almighty? Ron Almighty, we got a spot open, bro. We got 2 spots open. He's dead. Yeah, see, I really don't like the Spiritborn. I just think it's way too easy. I think they made it way too easy. It's just no challenge, no fun. I mean, I had my Spiritborn 100% through all end game content, totally Mythic geared up on day 4. On day 4. And then we started running viewers through end game content and getting them Mythics. It was just like, really? I mean, but I understand why people would like it, especially if you're a casual player and you don't make it, you haven't made it to the end game content very often. Well, then the Spiritborn is perfect because you're going to get to go enjoy the end game content. And then I understand exactly why you would want to play it. And like you just said, you know, on Twitch there, where, hey, sometimes it's fun just to melt faces. Yeah, that's another reason why you might like to play it. I agree. It's just my own personal thing. I prefer to have a little bit of a challenge. How many uber weapons can a barbarian hold? Well, he can hold, oh, let's see, he can hold the Doombringer, and I think he can hold the Doombringer, and he can hold the, what's the other one? The Glaive, I think it is. And that might be about it, I think. And maybe not even. Here, let me look. It'll be easier if I do it this way. So I think he can hold. I know he can hold the and I think that maybe it's the Shattered Vow, but that's a. Yeah, I would have to play with that and find out. I don't know. I've never done that. I think he can hold the Doombringer and one other piece. Oh, there you go. Or Shattered Vow or Grandfather. There you go. Lisa Marie answered your question. Perfect. I know he can hold two. I just don't remember which two. And the same is with a few other classes. Like the another one is the Rogue. The Rogue can do the Grandfather. All right, now our group is full. Now our group is totally full. You know what's crazy is this is supposed to be one of the big hot spots, Andariel and Darrell. And I've always said Andariel, in my opinion, the drop rate is not that good. Oh, well, I take that back. Lysandra just got the Harlequin Crest. Lysandra, you got the hot hand today. That's your second one. Awesome. That's awesome. So there's 2 in 53 minutes. That's actually not very good. We usually did a lot better yesterday. We had 20 in 2 hours, so 2 in 53 minutes, not awesome. But let's make it better. Come on. Good death scene. The Beast in the Ice and Andariel have the best death scenes ever. I swear to God. All right, good, Ron. Ron's gonna bring good luck. Ron had the hot hand yesterday. Your work internet is so melted. There we go. We got the amulet. There we go. There's 3 mythics in an hour. Not bad. Getting better. Hey, Lieutenant Zorg. I haven't seen you for a while. Good to see you. Maybe you became a weak man. Oh, dude, I've heard this from so many people that, you know, especially the guys that came from D1 and D2 like yourself. They really hate D4. And I mean, I don't really blame them, to be quite honest with you. I can't say that. I mean, again, Diablo 4 has its place. I've said it a bazillion times. You guys have heard me say it. Okay, like, when I was working, I'm retired now, but Diablo 4 was perfect for if my brain was fried, I didn't want to think, and I could just come home and I could just mindlessly kill stuff. It was great. I didn't have to think anything because these bosses, there's no end game content. These bosses are like 1, 2, 4 dead. So it was awesome. Now, Path of Exile, Last Epoch, Lost Ark, probably not the same. I mean, I don't play those when my brain is fried and I don't want to think, honestly. But I think it's got its place. Would be Flurry. Flurry's supposed to be a good build. Oh, I used to love the Twisted Blade build, bro. Twisted Blade, I did that on season 2. I loved that build. It was such a fun build. To me, it was the real classic. It was the classic rogue build. Death Stranding. Uh-oh. I got you. There we go. Got another mythic right there. So that's 4 mythics in 57 minutes. I just want to see real quick which one it was. Melted Heart. I would have broke all of them anyway. It doesn't matter. So 4 mythics in an hour. Yesterday was 10 an hour. Yep, Ron, you are the lucky spot. Oh. I wasn't watching. That was my bad. I looked up right at the time when I was dying. My bad. Sorry, guys. Too many chat screens. I apologize. Oh. Like the death scene. Oh, I'm full. Yeah, you were saying that your Toxic Claw Spiritborn is pretty cool. What's up, Mo Money's? Good to see you. Not a simulator, yeah. Oh, I used to like the barrage build too. I did the barrage build, was it last season? Or maybe it was season 4. I used to really play a lot of rogue. All right, so let's add this to my collection of mythics here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 so far, and we got 5 characters all geared with mythic. So I laugh when people tell me mythics don't drop. I'm like, really? Really? That's interesting that they don't drop, because I seem to have that doesn't even include the ones I broke. So Chumbo, what did they have to say on the, it's probably still going on, this campfire chat? Are they gonna nerf the Spiritborn? Are they gonna leave it? What is their strategy? Or are they just not talking about it? Because for sure they got to, because everybody's complaining. Although I say that, well, because you do see a lot of complaints, but then, if you go and look at the X, where Rod Ferguson posted, do you want us to fix it or not? Everybody voted no. They said, do not fix it. And Rod Ferguson admitted that these are bugs, that what's going on with Spiritborn. This is not how they intended it. They wanted it to be OP, but they didn't want it to be 10 to 20 trillion OP. You know? And they know where the mistake is. They just, now it's whether or not they're going to fix it. Oh, it doesn't start till 11. Whoa, they posted the wrong time then, because they had it posted as 11 Eastern. Ah, that's interesting. It still is posted as 11 Eastern because I looked at it this morning. That's interesting. On BattleNet, that's what it says. No, they're not going to buff all other classes. No. That's not going to happen. They're not going to buff the other classes. I can guarantee you that. I mean, they've already said they're not going to do that. I wish that's what they would do in some cases, but yeah, they're not going to do that. They've already got one thing that's out of control. They're not going to make everything out of control. Too many people are already complaining. They will do some balancing, which is what they need to do. And they do need to do some buffs on some classes that do need some help. They do need to fix like the Mighty Throw bugs that are going on with that skill. They've got skill problems is what they got with some builds or some classes. And I'm sure those are going to be priority. But we'll see. But yeah, they've already said they're not going to buff other classes to equal the Spiritborn. Nah, they're not going to buff other classes, bro. They've already came out and said that. Rod Ferguson already said that they're not going to bring other classes up to the Spiritborn. That's not what their intention was. They wanted to introduce the Spiritborn as OP so people would play it. Then they're going to knock it back down to be equal to the other classes is what they're saying they're going to do. And they're going to balance some of the other classes because some of the other classes need some work. I also read from what Rod was saying on that this interview that he was doing on that gamer site that they plan on relaxing some of the pit bosses, which I think they're talking about probably around pit 195-ish, that the bosses do seem to take a big jump, which is what he's referring to. I think the Barbarian is going to get for sure a Mighty. The Mighty Throw is bugged and they know it. They've actually been talking about it. The double throw temper doesn't even work now correctly anyway, which they've talked about. There's going to be several fixes out there for a lot of stuff. Really, to use the word nerf on Spiritborn is not true. It's not a nerf. It's really a fix. Some of the nodes have been kind of taken advantage of, and I'm not saying that it's bad. It's just it's not what Blizzard intended. You know, Rod Ferguson said we never intended on seeing 30 trillion damage. He's like, we just never did it the way you guys are doing it, and he's right. There was another Mythic right there. So that's like what number? I lost count. Seven, I think. And trust me, I follow Rod Ferguson closely because me and him, we go way back. We go way back when he was working on other games, not even done by Blizzard. I have got a bad dislike for Rod Ferguson, so anytime he opens his mouth, I'm always right there. Yeah, at 2 p.m. it sounds like is when Campfire will start. And they'll tell us what they're going to do then. But I still am betting money that they don't mention the crashes at all. Because they're still trying to sell that DLC. Which I was dumb enough to buy. I bought it when it first got released, when they first announced it, like an idiot. Yeah, Rob's had crashes. Everybody's had crashes. It's just been unbelievable. There's a few there's a few cool Spiritborn builds that I've seen. So that Payback I think is pretty good. I think it looks pretty cool. But I don't want to do any more Spiritborn builds until this is my only one. All my other classes I play. I don't play this character except for to do these runs right here because this character is just too easy. It's so easy. I play all my other characters way more. But if I want to carry people through stuff, don't get me wrong, Spiritborn is the way to go. And I thought we're gonna crash. Here we go. It's gonna crash. This is exactly how it crashed yesterday. Well, I mean, Chase, this is what they did. They did pay. What is going on now? Let's see if I can ride there. It won't let me use my... They did pay streamers. They paid streamers to play the game, basically. And to say good things and sign an NDA and blah, blah, blah. 12 streamers. And it didn't work. They actually were... These streamers were paid specifically to test this class right here. And to talk good things about it. And those streamers came out and said, oh, it's the greatest ever. The best class, the most polished class I've ever seen. Why did I go to Durrell? All right, wait a minute. So that's what's going on, is this stupid thing took me totally to the wrong... Why is it doing that? I bet you fast travel isn't going to work either. It hasn't been working. You'll be leaving Diablo for COD if they don't do good changes. I'll be leaving Diablo for something else myself if they don't. Let's see. Can I do? Why does it never let you do that? All right, I'm just gonna ride there. So stupid. This game is so broke. I'm telling you, man. This season has just been full of stuff that we've never had to deal with before. Now, granted, it was a lot of changes they did, but come on. I mean, you got to remember, these guys did a PTR. This thing was tested by the public. It was open to the public. They had a whole thing going with this. My builds have all been very done. I mean, they're done. All of my builds, all 5 characters are... Well, not my Necro. My Necro could use a lot more time, but I hate playing it. Where in the fudge am I going here? Holy smokes. What did I do? That's why I don't like using that T. And even when you favored a place, it's still, you see it takes me totally to the wrong. Hey, look at this. This is the most ridiculous thing ever. And it's taken me. What is happening? Yeah, only open on the PTR for the PC, but I mean, I don't know if that's a small community, really. I think it's quite a bit of players on the PC. And it really doesn't matter anyway, because it never, ever, ever, ever does it seem to correct the bugs. And I've been part of every PTR. And I'm going to tell you right now, we've given the bugs list. You guys watched me when I did the PTR. I'm in there filling out all the bug lists and sending it to them, and they don't fix any. Very little of it doesn't get fixed. All right, sorry guys, I kind of got somehow brought to the wrong place by hitting the T, which I won't do again. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. Oh, you ran out so I could fast travel to you. I got it. Yeah, I didn't see that. Because fast travel doesn't work if you're standing in the boss chambers anymore. It used to. Doesn't anymore, though. Yeah, I think it's stupid that they leave out the Xbox and PlayStation. I agree with that, totally. They should have everybody use it, but they don't. And like I said, it doesn't matter anyway, because they don't fix the bugs that you tell them about during the PTR. They only fix what they want to fix. Yeah, from favorited locations, that's exactly what the teleport bug. That's why I don't use I don't ever use that T to travel now, because since they did that favorited thing, everything is bugging out. Nice idea, nice feature. Too bad it doesn't work. That's probably true with about 75% of the stuff they've added in. I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen, because I think Blizzard is slowly realizing, as they're watching their players dissipate to nothing. Oh, I've stepped right in it watching chat again. I got to stop doing that. I think Blizzard's realizing they're watching their players just vanish. And, they thought they were going to lose everybody to PoE 2. But instead, they're just losing everybody because the game is just so freaking bad. Yeah, not bugs, features, exactly. Exactly right, bro. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, it's from that favorited travel spot. Your portal will bug out, especially when you have something favorited, a spot, a travel point favorited. It bugs out. We noticed it quite a while back that we couldn't travel to members. Oh, jeez. Yeah, the level grind but the level grind has always been, but it's true. Why? See, I hit T. God blessed. All right. And now watch, it's not going to let me go back. Do I have this favorited? Is that what's going on? No, I do not. Yeah, I think the same grind is true in Path of Exile and Last Epoch. I mean, they've all, Once Human, all of them. I have not gone back to Once Human. I should do that because I heard they did a patch that fixed a lot of the issues, and it's no longer WASD, which I hate. Oh, there it worked. It wasn't bugged that time. You intend to grind to 300. God bless you, bro. I don't. If I make it to 300, it'll be by accident. Because I'm not trying to get to 300. Honestly, you know, I do it every season. I leave the game and I come back. And this season, I don't have another game to leave to go play. Because I already did Path of Exile's King's March season. I already did all of that. And I ran out of games to go play, to be honest with you. So kind of just staying here now that Path of Exile is delayed. Their Path of Exile 2. And trust me, I've looked. I looked for other games to play. There's actually a brand new game out right now. It just got released today, early release. A naval ship game, which really looks, oh man, it looks so realistic and cool. The problem is it's day one of the release and it's got a bunch of bugs and everybody is saying just let it cook a little bit longer. I do have Space Marine 2. I have it. I've played it, but I'm not, I don't know. It's not a game I'm really enjoying, to be honest. Not as much as the previous ones. I've been kind of disappointed with it. I got it because a couple of viewers mentioned it to me and I was like, oh yeah, that sounds good. When I bought it. I haven't really gotten into it too much. I used to play Madden a lot. I used to stream it like crazy and I stopped doing that. Andros Vistas dropped. There we go, another Mythic. So that's like what, Mythic 8? Oh, I just got stuck over here for some reason. What's going on? I ran into an invisible wall right there. I almost didn't play season 5. I did the PTR and I hated it so bad. I said I wasn't going to play it, and I actually went and was playing, I was playing Once Human. That's what it was. I was playing Once Human, and one of my viewers got a hold of me and said, man, just do just one character. Just play one class. I'm like, all right. So I came back, and then I ended up sticking with it the whole way. There you go. Tumble got a good drop for you. Awesome. Here we go. Yeah, I've received several, and I haven't checked it now that I'm online, but since I posted that video about calling out those 12 streamers that are basically bought and paid for by Blizzard, Melted Heart. There you go. I've had some of them contact me. They're not happy that I called them out on it and that I named them. They're very pissed off, actually. And I don't care. I'm like, well, that's too bad. You shouldn't have done it then, should you? It's like, oh, I'm not I got one person that wrote me, I'm not misleading everybody. I honestly believe that this is the best season I've ever seen from Blizzard. And okay, stick to that. You know, and what I basically wrote him back honestly was that, well, you may be telling the truth. The fact is, though, is that you accepted basically a bribe from Blizzard. Oh, how did we jump to this? You accepted a bribe from Blizzard, and so now I can't believe anything you say. I don't know what he did there. He actually skipped a whole. Did you see that? He didn't even phase 2. He didn't even stay in. He jumped right to 3, and I wasn't prepared for it either. He got both me and Chumba. I wasn't prepared for him to do that. Never seen him do that before. That was interesting. Apparently it's another feature, as Frank called it. Yeah, all the info I shared is public. I didn't share anything that was not public in regards to these streamers. My mouse is acting up. I just saw that. I see what's going on now. Huh. Guess I'm going to be buying another mouse. It's like my 5th one. Yeah, I didn't share anything that was not already public. That if people wanted to dig, oh, don't do it that way. If people wanted to dig, they could find the exact same information that I shared in the video. The problem is that most people don't know and didn't know to dig and didn't know to look for it. You know, but I've made it now very available. And it's pulling in some views and they don't like it. And I don't care. It's like, well, you're the ones that put yourselves in this position, not me. I said no. I'm going to tell you straight up. I had the exact same thing. They offered me, Blizzard contacted me and said offered me the exact same thing. And I said no. So why couldn't they say no? That's my point to them is that, hey, I mean, I didn't want to sign the NDA. I didn't want to be in their pocket and have to say only good things. I'm not going to do it. And I guess it pissed them off. Yeah, that's a good Banished Lord talisman, yeah. Okay, so let's just wait because Chumba's just emptying his gear. Let's give him that chance. Oh, yeah. Ron is saying that he actually wanted that one. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, the 3GA one is the one you're wearing. I got you. Got it. Yeah, the funniest part about that whole video thing with these streamers getting all pissed off at me about posting their names and posting it public The funniest part about it is if you go to the Diablo site, just Diablo site on on YouTube, there's pictures, there's photos of them there. So it's like, what do you mean? Oh, well, because one of them said, I didn't get no free trip to Blizzard, blah, blah, blah. Yes, you did. There's photos, dude. You need to go check out what you're letting people take pictures of you on. Oh, yeah, you're right. Like, oh, okay. Now you suddenly remembered. I don't know, man. And the only reason I got involved in all of this was because I've had viewer after viewer after viewer contact me and say, yeah, but so-and-so said that this is the best season ever. Who said? This person. Oh, okay. And so I just started digging and trying to find out, why are these little group set of streamers saying that this is such a great game? Or did they get a different game that I got? I mean, what? And so then I started digging, and guess what? That's when I found out that, oh, you guys all accepted free trip, and you signed an NDA, and you were featured on Battle.net, and you were featured on Diablo's YouTube page, and you were featured on Blizzard's YouTube page. I'm like, okay, now it starts to make sense. And so, because of that, I decided, you know what? All of you people that have been told this bullshit by these streamers, I'm going to set the record straight and show you exactly why you're being told the opposite of what everyone else is saying, and how those streamers are mad. Like, well, you think there's supposed to be like some club where, like, it's club streamer, and if you're gonna do some unethical bullshit, we're all supposed to just keep our mouths shut and not talk about it and say it? Nope. Wrong guy. You got the wrong guy. I actually was, to be honest with you, I was amazed that those guys took that deal, but they did. It's funny how cheap your integrity can be sometimes, right? Yeah, I preferred the capstone, Angel. I did. I preferred the capstone system. I did. I liked it better, but... And really, though, I always thought it was because I'm biased, because I hate the pit. I absolutely hate the pit. But worst case scenario, you could do like Buck did yesterday. If you need to get to a certain level, you know, pit level, so you can get to your torment level, super, I mean, it takes 2 minutes. All you gotta do is just ask somebody for some help. They'll carry you through it, and literally it'll take you 2 minutes. There, my mouse did it again. I think yesterday Chumbo ran Buck through, and then Buck got his first Mythics yesterday too. Or not his first, no, I take that back. It wasn't his first. He'd already had some. Yeah, I preferred the capstone system that they were using prior seasons. I just thought it was a good system, but apparently it wasn't gonna work for them because, you know, they got to make this. Now they lowered your leveling to 60 because they want to sell you a DLC that's going to bring you to 80. But the new leveling system, it does have one advantage, and it does have the advantage of for the casual player. The casual player now can go and run. He can go, like, maybe he's only tier 2, but he can go at tier 2 and he can go farm bosses and still get mythics. You know what I mean? Instead of, he didn't even have a chance at even getting those mythics before, maybe because he was a casual player. He could never get, geared up to the way he needed to be to do, Torment 4 stuff. Now the casual player has this out that, at Torment 1, Torment 2, you can still get mythic drops. You can still get the exact same gear that you can get as a Torment 4. It just may take you a little bit longer, and it may not. Luck may be that you get it on the very first run. So, yeah, it's an interesting way that I think they tried to appease some of the people that were saying, hey, I'm a casual player, and I can't even make it to that content before you end the season. And it's like, oh, okay, well, this new system does give those people that opportunity. That I will agree on. Well, I mean, in my opinion, I believe that you kind of said it. I think you kind of said it a little bit backwards there, Angel. I would have to argue that you still have to run the hordes if you want to farm for gold or mats or obudicite, things like that. I mean, you can go run normal nightmare dungeons for obudicite, but the drop rate is not very good compared to just running infernal hordes. Here's the way I say it. In season 5, I think season 5 was such a good hit because they didn't force you to run the pit. You could go run infernal horde instead of running the pit. And so that's what most of us did. Last season, I had 5 characters. I didn't run the pit once, not a single time, because I hate it. This season, they looked at the data and they said, oh, well, we're not going to let that happen. We want them to run the pit. So they forced us now by making us use it to level our glyphs. We have no choice. Smart move by Blizzard, if that's what they wanted to do, was force us to run the pit, which is basically what they wanted to do. They wanted to force you in there because they noticed last season, there you go, Hair of Perdition dropped for Lysander. Getting some drops now, guys. They really did want to force us to run the pit. That was obvious with this change. If I had it my way, I would go back to season 5 where Infernal Horde or other ways I could, Nightmare Dungeons I could do to level glyphs. In my opinion, they made Nightmare Dungeons kind of worthless. They're kind of like, well, what's the point? I do them just for a change of pace now, but there really is not much of a reason to do them anymore. Well, yeah, you're right, Rachel. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a lot of changes, man. Not all of them are good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was begging for change during season 5 because it was 5 seasons of the same thing over and over and over. So yeah, I was really begging for change, and I knew that some of the changes we weren't going to like. And some of them we were going to like. I do like the fact that now my Paragon points are shared with all my alts. I love that. I think that's awesome. What I wish they would do is take universal glyphs, and if you level them once, you don't have to level them again with your alt. Now, of course, there's class-specific glyphs, too, that you would still have to level. Yeah, the pit, you get no gold. It's just for leveling glyphs. I agree. And I think these are some of the changes that we're going to see coming in this campfire chat today. I think that Blizzard is listening a little bit and starting to understand that players are pissed off. You guys made a big mistake forcing us to run the pit. But some people love the pit. I've heard a lot of people tell me they absolutely love it. So it's just so weird because, that's humans. That's us. One person hates it, one person loves it. One person hates this season, another person loves this season. Big Rig! I was wondering what happened to you, Big Rig. I lost my internet for about a week, so I was only online like 2 days last week, I think. I was worried about you, bro. I was like, man, I know he's on the road a lot. The road can be a dangerous place. Hope he's doing good. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I'm gonna do some weekend run this weekend, Big Rig. What days usually work best for you on the weekend? So I want to make sure that I'm trying to get to people that can't play during the week. Oh no, I'm not worried about getting my. Honestly, I don't care about getting my glyphs to 100 at all. But I appreciate it, Chumba. I do appreciate it a lot. But yeah, I'm not a guy that. I don't care too much about getting my glyphs up, but yeah, I appreciate it because you know I hate the pit. I freaking hate it. Probably both of us together, we could probably be running pit 150s pretty easily. Because you got to remember, the boss is only gonna have hit point. It's not gonna do any more scaling on damage. Oh, I wasn't watching either. Again, I gotta stop doing that. I keep looking at this chat screen. I'm full. It's a super long grind, Angel. I agree, bro. I agree. It's just stupid. I mean, but Blizzard did this on purpose, honestly. It's to keep you in the game. You know, it's all about player retention. It's all about player retention. That's what they're looking for. Player retention and return visitors. That's what it's all about in the development world, okay? Telling you now, that's what they're looking at is how long are you staying in the game and do you come back? But yeah, the grind is long. It's a long grind. But it's a long season, and honestly, I think that was one of the biggest complaints I've seen on the Diablo forums right now, is people are saying, hey, it's week 2 and I'm done. What do I do now? And I think that's one of the things that they have not figured out. The Blizzard cannot figure out how to do end game content. They think that by adding more bosses, new bosses, that's end game content. That is not end game content. This right here is not end game content. I mean, sorry, but you go to Path of Exile, maps is end game content. Go to Last Epoch, Monolith is end game content, because it continues and continues and continues with new things, but this is just, the bosses in Diablo are always 1, 2, 4. By the 4th hit, they're dead. Unless they have mechanics like this boss that you can't interrupt. And it's kind of why they did that, because they were being made fun of. Blizzard was being made fun of by how the bosses are just, you hit them 3 times, they're dead. So what they did is they said, oh, okay, well, we're going to have a boss that has a mechanic that you can't interrupt. And so you can hit him 12 times. It's like, come on, man. I make fun of Blizzard a lot because I played World of Warcraft for so many freaking years. And this is just the way Blizzard has always done stuff. Even though it's separate development teams, they still always do these same little patterns. Like the little trick of, hey, let's lower the levels down to 60. And then let's sell them a DLC that brings them to 80. Oh my God, that's the oldest trick in the world that these guys used to do. And still do. They still do. And they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it here. You'll see. I'm telling you right now. I personally think you're gonna see a DLC to raise you to 80 at Christmas time, but we'll see. They may postpone it because Now they're getting so much shit about how terrible this season is. It's going to be hard to sell people another DLC when your current one sucks. You work Saturday usually. Okay, so here's what I'll try to do there, Big Rig. I will try to do a Sunday. Maybe even a Saturday and Sunday, but probably just a Sunday stream. I'll do a Sunday afternoon stream and see if I can get people in that have to work Monday through Friday and they can't get in part of these. Although you are probably already all geared up. Diablo 4 is such a good game now. Guy, that way, well, me and you are gonna have to disagree with that. I guess you haven't been around for my streams when the crashes are happening, are you? Yeah, we'll have to figure that out, Alex, because we'll and you'll get it fast because you're so close to me. But yeah, I definitely want to do that. I think it would be cool to try. I've never tried it, so we may end up hating it. We may say, "Oh, this sucked. This was terrible," but I don't think so. I mean, just gonna have to give it a shot. First, I want to wait for you to get that all set up. Make sure everything is working good for you, and then we're gonna go ahead. And well, we can do it pretty quick. I don't think there's a whole lot that we have to do. Are you affiliated yet, Trumba? On Twitch? Because we can kind of maybe do a few collaborations to see if we can get that. So if you're not, we'll see if we can get that done. Oh yeah, you are. Okay. Perfect. You know that I didn't sign the affiliate agreement for a year. I purposely refused to sign it because I was always streaming multi, you know, TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. And so they wouldn't allow it. So I was like, okay, well then I'm not signing it. And as long as I don't sign it, I can stream wherever the hell I want. And they were like, yep. So I did for a year, I didn't sign it. And now they changed it where you can multi-stream to as many places as you want. But for a long time, Twitch basically said, we own your stream and you cannot take it elsewhere for 24 hours. So now I'm gonna have to send a shout out, and I think I know what happened to him, but I'm gonna have to send a shout out to H2O. I haven't heard from H2O for a while, and he's over here in the Fort Myers, Naples area. And I know that he was really getting his butt kicked after this hurricane thing with work. I need to send a shout out to him and make sure he's doing okay. Haven't seen him for a while. I know I think he's playing Marine Sniper now too, actually, because I think I seen it on Steam. Or maybe it was on his wish list. Might have been on his wish list. You're welcome, Smitty. You're welcome, bro. Hopefully we can do it again. Got a full group right now, but I can't stay on long today at all. I have some stupid stuff going on this afternoon. trying to get my schedule cleared, but going to the what do you call it? Gonna go to the Orlando Magic basketball game tonight. My wife's boss, he has season VIP passes, and when he doesn't go, he gives them to my wife. And so it's cool because we get to go into the VIP lounge. You get the free dinner, the free drinks, all you can drink. You get, we have such a good time. And I don't even like basketball. I'm football all the way. And I don't even like basketball, but I go because we're right on the court and it's great food every time. You know, one of these days, actually, Chumbo, you made me think, because now I'm going, I wonder what it would be like, me and you, both with Spiritborns running the pit. I wonder how high we could actually make it. I think we're going to have to try that one of these days. Because now I'm going, I bet you we could get pretty freaking high. That might actually make the pit fun with two of us in there just smoking everything. What'd you feel about this freaking couldn't even get what was I watching? Couldn't even get the 60% for the legal marijuana in Florida, bro. I was like, thank you. What'd you think about that? I thought that was pretty ridiculous. And I'll bet you that John Morgan is fucking pissed off because they said like $3 million to try to push this thing through. The clan name is that right there. I think they're Made Biker Riders. That is the clan. Did I get everybody else accepted? I did. I'll have to upgrade you to full member here, but I'll do it later. It doesn't change anything. I wish they would give us a clan stash box. Dude, I was pissed. Couldn't even get 60%, bro. I'm like kind of surprised by that. But some of the ads they were running saying that, people are going to smoke weed in public. And it was total bullshit. It was a total lie. That wasn't what the law was about anyway. It's just, I don't know. And here's the stupidest thing about it. You can buy legal weed right now in Florida. I mean, you can buy it right now. It's that, what is it? The Delta 9, Delta 8. It's Delta 8 weed. And yeah, the THC is only at 39% because you can't go above 39%. It's at 39.9 because you can't go above 40. You can't hit 40%. And you can walk into like most of these places and buy. You can actually buy it online. Yeah, I'm telling you. You can go to CHI.com or Mr. Hemp Flower. Here, he's located here in Florida. You can buy it right online. And I'm telling you, me and my buddy, when we went to that trip to Georgia for vacation with his wife and my wife, I brought a bunch of that with us, and we had a blast. And he was kind of like me. It's like, what's this 39.9% bullshit? But it wasn't bad at all. Oh, well, you have the medical card. Okay. Even better. I should have probably done that. Especially since I'm an old man with all kinds of shit that hurts. I was very surprised that Florida could not get that pushed through. They had 56%. Yeah, we do, bro. Yeah, we do. I smoke a lot, bro. I don't smoke anything else, but I do smoke a lot. I smoke a lot of weed. I ain't gonna lie. My whole life. I was never a drinker, but I was a weed smoker my whole life. And if I could choose between weed and hash, I would take hash, but hash is so freaking hard to get that it's not even worth it. Yeah, I smoke a lot. I'll tell you a story. I used to wake up, well, on the weekends, I would roll a cigarette pack, a hard pack of cigarettes full of joints. 100% full, 20 fucking joints in it. And that wouldn't last me shit. It wouldn't last me at all. Now, keep in mind that I was a college athlete, all right? I was a college athlete. The devil's lettuce, exactly. I was a college athlete, and so I was a full ride scholarship college athlete. And those are the trainer that you're assigned. If you're a full ride scholarship athlete, you have a trainer assigned to you, basically. They take care of your body pretty much to make sure you can do the sport that you agreed to do. And they are the biggest drug dealers in the world. Yeah, exactly, 28%. but so it was funny because when I got to there, the trainer asked me, "What drugs do you normally do?" And I told him I smoke weed. And he's like, "Okay, that's good. You're gonna want to keep doing that to keep your muscles limber and not so sore." And he said, "And then we also need you to start doing these." And they started giving me a lot. I'll tell you, I made it to the NCAA wrestling championship, right? And my trainer dumped 52 white crosses in my hand. 52 white crosses in my hand. And he said, "Eat them." And I looked at him, I'm like, "All of them?" He's like, "Yep, eat them." Dude, for 3 days, I was like on fire, man. You couldn't make me sit down no matter what you did. Yeah, the sports world is really powered by a lot of drugs. At least it was back in the 80s when I was in college. They were just dishing them out. I had a really bad shoulder back then too, and they were pumping a needle in my shoulder constantly. I have no idea what it was. I didn't, here's the thing. When you're young and you're getting a free college education, you don't care. It's like, okay, whatever it takes. And that's what I did, whatever it took. So I was given a full ride scholarship to wrestle and to play football. So, it's a funny story is my nephew one day after a football game asked me, "Uncle, how are you so fast?" And I said, "Did you see the size of those guys that are chasing me? I'm a little dude. I'm just super, 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 super fast. So for kick returners, punt returners, punt returning, kick returning, that's what they use me for." And, I'm 5'7", and at that time I weighed like what? Because I was wrestling 105 pounds in college. And then I would eat up for football to 140, maybe if I was lucky. And so I was a little dude, and I had like 6 foot guys, 6'2", 300, 400, 350 pound guys chasing me and hitting me. Yeah, I'd pay for it now as an old man. I'm telling you, I wake up every day hurt. I'm like, my shoulder hurts, my knee hurts, my ankles hurt. Andrew's Visage, there you go. there was another mythic right there. So, wow, we're getting up there now to quite a few. That's the ring. Okay, I gotta go cash this stuff in. So, you know, I was raised by bikers. You guys have heard me tell the story before. I was raised by bikers. And so, yeah, there was weed in my life from a very early age. Early. I'm telling you, early. It's crazy stuff we used to do when I was a kid. One time I stole a bunch of the weed. Not stole, borrowed a bunch of the weed. I must have been maybe 13 years old, right? Maybe even a little bit younger. But anyway, I stole this weed. And I go with my buddy, and we go in. He lived on a farm, and we go in his barn, and we're smoking it. And the next thing you know, he throws up air. He can't stop throwing up. He just keeps throwing up and throwing up. I'm like, dude, your mom is gonna get so pissed. Yeah, we did a lot of stupid shit. I grew up in a town that had kindergarten through first grade all in the same building. 13 streets. We had 13 streets in our town. My wife counted them. When I went back there to show her where I grew up, because she always heard all the stories from my buddies and stuff, and she's like, I want to see this. So we went there. She counted them. She's like, you got 13 streets. Yeah, we got 13 streets. We got one gas station, one bar, and one tiny little grocery kind of thing, and that's it. There was no privacy. Everybody knew everybody. There you go, guys. Chumba's dropping ruins. Grab them. Grab them. Free ruins. I'll stop after this one so you guys can have time to pick them up. Sorry. Oh, wait. I was going to say, oh, okay, we're good. You guys already picked them up. Sorry. I'm like, oh, wait, I thought I was going to let you pick them up. What a death scene. My goodness. Looked like it hurt. Yeah, I need to get a hold of Gristlebrand too, because Gristlebrand needed some ruins, and now I've got a bunch. Oh, I went back in like an idiot. Now I have a bunch that I can pass off to him. I don't remember which ones he was needing. Yeah, I'm starting to get a lot too. I was getting rid of most of them, but I kind of stopped. Only because I started, to be honest with you, I started to get kind of like going, wait a minute, I'm not a store. People were contacting me, people I don't even know, and saying, hey, I need this ruin. And I'm like going, what? Who are you and why are you asking me for stuff? All right, so we got 9 more runs here, guys, and then I'm gonna have to log off. So I'm just letting you know we have 9 more runs, and then I'm gonna have to get my butt off of here. Hopefully everybody's gotten something, I hope. I haven't been tracking it very well. Usually I track it. But it didn't drop the amount of mythics like we got yesterday, huh? I mean, I think today we've gotten maybe 12, and it's been 2 hours. We're at the 2-hour mark now, and yesterday we had over 20. And it was in the same amount of time, really. It just depends on the day and the luck and just so many stupid variables. Because everything is kind of random. Because Ron was late, exactly. Ron is the charm. Yesterday, Ron was super hot, man. I was laughing at how many mythics you were getting yesterday, bro. All right, I gotta go cash in. And then when I get off of here, I'll bet you that I probably got more email from pissed off streamers that I called them out on my YouTube video. I bet you. Oh, you got 8 yesterday. I think that's what I said earlier before you were logged in. I was talking about you here in the stream saying that yesterday you had gotten, I thought, 8. So yeah. 8 is a good number. I mean, 2 hours, 8, pulling in 8 mythics, that ain't bad at all. I mean, it's not as good as season 5. Season 5's drop rate was awesome, but also keep in mind that was at the end of the season too. At the end of this season, they're going to make the drop rate great too. And then I can hopefully try to get up enough time free that I can watch the campfire chat. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, we still got time. That'll give me an hour to get done what I got to get done, and then I can watch the campfire chat. You know, we'll see. I was going to say, if my wife could find her friend to go to the basketball game with her tonight, I would just stay home and probably go live again because, like I said, I'm not a basketball fan. I just go there because I like the food. I'll have to see if I can get a hold of the wife. She's at work, see if she can get a hold of one of her friends, see if they want to go. If so, then I will maybe do another stream tonight. PM stream. I never do those. I really don't anymore. I used to do a lot of PM streams. In fact, that's what I used to stream. When I was working, that's how I stream. I did it. But yeah, I think think I'm going to try to do a stream tonight. I'm going to get a hold of the wife, see if she can get one of her friends to go to the game. If she can't, then I'll go because I don't want to have my wife pissed off. But she won't care because she knows I don't like basketball. She knows I just go for the food. So then maybe I'll do another stream. Okay, last run right here, everybody. Last run. Here we go. Let's make it a mythic for everyone. All right, let's grab our stuff and let's boogie. I'm gonna have to come back and get it. Bags are full. Make sure I'm gonna wait long enough for you all to get your stuff out of here, and then I need to log off. And this was a really short stream, geez. But at least I was able to get on for a while, and then we'll come back on tonight. You're welcome, Naomi. You're welcome. You're welcome, Naomi. I hope you're being safe still. I know you're in kind of a turbulent area of our world right now. You and your brother stay safe. Stay safe. Hey, did you make your brother give you a BLT yesterday? Or did you just hide everything from him and say, I didn't get no mythics? What are you talking about? You're welcome, Spirit Boy. You're welcome. You're welcome. You are welcome. he bought you some chocolate. There you go. All right, Alex, everybody take care. I will be back on tonight. Maybe, Chumba, if you are on tonight, maybe we'll do that. Run the pit tonight and see if we can see how far we can push it with 2 Spiritborns. That would be interesting. All right, y'all, I have to get my butt off of here. Take care, be safe, and I will see you all soon.